Hello, hello, hello. Turn down the lights and come on in to this episode of Imperfect Peace. We got the lights down. We are all sexy and stuff. It is our Valentine's Day, aka Galentine's Day episode. I am so excited. Hey, Priestess.
Hey, Queen. I love how you rocking this motherfucking dress.
Girl, this just got me feeling. Yes, but look at you though, over there looking all Afrocentric and everything. Loving it.
I'm trying to get black love for Galentine's Day.
I see. Okay, so we gotta go ahead and welcome our peoples in. Y'all know how we do, so go ahead and get your tea light candle and let's go ahead and get this thing cracking. You ready?
Yes, and everybody else better be ready because they know better because we've been doing tea candles now since the beginning.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's go.
All right.
Yo, we really got the lights down though, for real.
Teddy Pendergrass, turn off the lights. Boom.
And that's what was playing in my head when I dim the lights too. That's funny that you said that.
That's my jam. When he said, turn them off.
I know, girl. I was like, okay. All right, let's go into our happy hour. Yes. It's time for happy hour. It's time for happy hour. It's time for happy hour. Okay. So
I'm assuming since you're so happy, you could go first.
Okay. All right. So my happy hour. So my happy hour, I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm feeling myself. I'm happy. It is it's just been a good week. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of downloads. There's been a lot of clarity this week. I just, you know what I'm saying? I struggled but got through it. You know what I'm saying? I had, people in my corner praying for me and pushing me through and everything. So I think that's gonna be my happy hour. Like, this week it's been challenging, but it's been a good week actually. You know what I'm saying? I made it. I look good. I feel good, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So that's my happy hour. What about you, sis?
I don't really know. Like, okay. This dress is a 3X. I have been losing a lot of weight. I don't really know how, but
how you gonna say you don't know how? You've been in the gym?
No, I really don't be like, I be in the gym, but so like for me, because I'm used to like my body being able to handle a lot more. So when I go into the gym and I do like my little 30-minute cardio workout, with my little bit of strength training, like I don't feel like that's a lot, but I think my body is like, ooh, we kind of like this. So it's like.
And you didn't drop some baggage and stuff, so, that helps too.
I love how you put baggage because, when we say baggage, I really mean people. Next. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, and this has been a good week. Let me not fret. It was you're right. It was up and down.
Yeah. It was a roller coaster.
It was. And I dumped on you a lot this week, but you took it like you didn't dump. You don't dump. I don't feel drained after talking to you. I never do. Never. And I look at you and she be over here like, sis, I need a nap. I'm like, I bet you do. I'll be seeing this, she be like, We've had this conversation like 3 times now, and she's still on it, but that's okay because her time's the chart.
Shut up.
I'm so serious.
Well, you know, I'm here.
Okay.
I love you, sis.
I appreciate you.
I love you, sis.
I love you too. I know that's the only reason you put up with my ass, because other than that, Lord Jesus.
All right, so let's go ahead and take our shot, madam. And let me tell y'all, she got a 3X, but really it should be a 2X because that dress is flowy on her. So, and it's supposed to be bodycon. So don't let her really downplay nothing. Okay, she is really getting it. All right, so cheers, sis.
Thank you. I got that dark liquor.
I got rum.
Nope, I had Crown Apple.
Oh shit. Okay.
That is very warming.
That was actually good though. All right, sis.
Uh-oh.
Galentine.
I got the chills.
Me too.
I know this is about to be good.
Galentine's Day. All right.
Oh, should I tell him?
Tell him what? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, tell him.
So you guys, we have such a good news. Okay. So y'all know how we be doing Spiritual Doctor for our favorite celebrities and their stories and their life because we live for it. We are going to bring Spiritual Doctor to y'all. I am so excited. I am really wanting to get in touch with not only our fans, but just reach out and meet other people. Open up our networks, just being open. This is a whole year. It's a year of 3 for me. So we have been thinking about all kinds of ways that we could be dang, we really kind of want to bring this to the people. We was we're going to go live for y'all on TikTok and or Instagram. I think you can catch us twice a week. We're not telling you what days yet because we want to surprise y'all. And it might be spontaneous. Hell, keep you on your toes. Just make sure you following to know when it's going to happen.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
I can't wait to really get into this because people, this is honestly something we want to do from the bottom of our hearts. We genuinely love reading people. We love helping people. We love just being a help where we can.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so awesome.
This is gonna be dope as fuck. This is everything I feel like we've been working towards, honestly, because we knew our vision was bigger than us.
Yeah.
This is dope.
Okay. All right. So we ain't get the lights down for nothing. Let's go ahead and get into our Galancey, girly. Okay. I'm excited.
I'm excited too because this episode is a little bit more free-flowing for us. You guys are gonna get a little bit. This is what I'm gonna call I'm gonna honestly call this the nosy episode for me. Because, a bitch honestly don't date like that. I'm gonna be honest, relationships, that's not my thing. And what I mean by that is I really, really do like them. I just understand that I'm a very different kind of person. So if you're not really ready for the energy that I bring you, you just gotta get out the way.
Yeah, basically.
And that's no shade to me. Honestly, I'm a dope ass person, but I know that I love hard. So it's one of those things where it's I kind of come in knowing what I want. It's what do you want? Because I know I want you. So you want to do this or not? That's not always good. And see, that's me and her balance because she's teaching me to Bobby V it. Slow down.
Yeah.
I just want to get to. I don't want to get to know you.
I'd be wait, pump some brakes, bring it back.
Because I have no in between. It's either I want to be with you or I'm just gonna be fucking on you. It's either or. I hate to be like that, but
it's all right. That's how you are, right? You gotta be you.
Yeah, I know I opened the floor kind of hard right there. She's damn, bitch, what you said.
Right. It's whoa, Okay.
Right on. Yeah, I don't mind being open about my situation. This Valentine's Day, a girl is single. That's why it's Galentine's. And I'm not upset about it. Like, it was depressing at first. I'm not going to front. She could tell you the truth. I almost cried about it. I've never had a Valentine's Day. So my mom has been my Valentine my entire life. She has always bought us chocolates, balloons, bears, since we were young. So
I love that. Yeah. My dad used to always make sure we had something too for Valentine's Day. So when we moved, sometimes he would make sure, we still had something, but that's what I used to look forward to, like my dad always having something for us. So I can totally agree with you on that one. Like,
your dad's the GOAT, though.
My dad is so dope. He is everything. He is everything.
No joke. This dude is so dope. Like, I haven't even got to meet him yet, but like, y'all, like, she is dope. And that is like somebody she really, really, really cares about. This is somebody that's really kind of helped her and molded her. When I tell you this man is dope, he cuts the yard in slacks. Like, so dope. That's how dope this man is.
Yeah.
So
he's my everything, man. I love my daddy. Girl, yes. But he made sure, that we felt love, and I've never really experienced a love like my dad's love yet. So I'm kind of looking forward to, experiencing somebody who can. So my dad showed me so much, you know what I'm saying? Especially in what to look for in somebody. So, and how to carry myself a little bit. So I'm just like, I don't know, I'm looking for a knight in shining armor like my daddy.
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that is what the balance of parents are supposed to bring. Like, your mom teaches you your femininity if you're a boy. She is your first love. She is the one that's going to teach you how to take care of your woman to come. And then vice versa. The dad is supposed to teach the girl, how to be courted properly, as well as teaching their son how to be the man that courts properly. I truly wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah. So shout out to my dad. Yeah.
Shout out to your dad.
Yes, sir. Daddy. Definitely daddy's girl. So yeah, like, the next one is really gonna have to court me hard.
I like how you said that. You nasty heifer. I already know why. This one here, I love her. She a low-key freak. She just don't. There's no low-key.
It is in a sense, but it ain't. You know what I mean? Like,
I dated a Virgo. There's no low-key about y'all freakiness. Y'all literally are pervs.
Well, I mean, for me,
I know a couple of Virgos, and y'all all are really nasty.
I'm trying to help us Virgos out here, and like, she's right, but I'm trying to help us, and I can't really. We are nasty.
Yeah, y'all are. It's so fun though, because it's like y'all are mentally nasty.
That too, like, it's so many. It's like, we understand that there's so many things that you can do to us to get us going. It's not just like physical, it's mental, it's like emotional, you saying certain things, talking to us, you know what I'm saying? The way you treat us sometimes makes us horny and makes us think of ways to, thank you. And you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
so way.
Yeah, like, it's a conglomerate of things, for real. I'm going to say for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, it's a mixture of things. And we've already talked about this on our previous episode where I said sapiosexuals. That's something that I'm kind of into, like the intelligence, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the intelligence of it all, like, it's so refreshing. It's just, I don't know. It does something. It's very sexy. So, yeah.
Put that blood down. No, I actually, no, I understand. I'm gonna probably smoke throughout. Don't judge my cough. Okay. I like to be nice and loose for these conversations for y'all because I want to give y'all the rawest of information about my life, like, and not feel some type of way about it. Like, I'm being completely vulnerable when I get on this camera. Like, I'm telling things about myself that I don't typically tell people, that I don't be open about. And really the only person who knows this, and even truly to this day, she even though she is very much in tune with my energy, is still learning a lot about me in these aspects, is Queen Iris here. So I have one other best friend that I care about and that I love dearly, that she stays hours away from me, and she knows me pretty well too. She knows I'm stubborn as fuck as well. So I understand where you're coming from. Like, with the sapiosexual, like, it's all about the energy and the way you work my brain. Like, if you can't get this going first, like I said before, I don't want to do anything. Like, you have to make me feel like you're into me, like into me on a level that's not just sexual. Because if you're sexual, I'm easily gonna be turned off.
But you know what else that I've learned here now lately? Because, you know, honestly, this is really my first like true go round at like dating or whatever, right? Whatever it's called, right? And so, like, what I've learned is from the people who have approached me, you know what I'm saying, and shown interest or whatever, I tap into energy and I'm like, yeah, like, I'm really not feeling you. Like, I'm not, like, it's just, I don't want to waste my time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's what I'm noticing too, is not just intellect. Like, if you're in it, if I'm not into your energy, I'm just like, it's hard for me to pay attention to you.
I actually completely understand that. I feel like that's one of the things about truly when you tap into spirit and being spiritual, because this is what we talk about. Whenever you become spiritual, you're able to like actually truly distinguish what's your energy and what somebody else's is. When you get into these moments in relationships, it gets hard for us because instantly our instinct will tell you, oh, this nigga's a hoe, or oh, this bitch is a hoe, because, you know, I fuck with girls.
Yeah. So, cause okay, so perfect example, like when I was approached tonight, you know what I'm saying, by somebody, and I was like, and I had, you know, hit you up, and I was like, yeah, that might be, you know, a fun guy, but it's not, you know, I don't see that going anywhere. Like, you're a fun guy. I'll call you when I want you. You know, like,
I have one of those.
You know what I mean? But like, other, like, it's the energy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling you. Like, you're not that for me. Like, I don't know.
No, that's why I completely understand that. I do.
Yeah, it's.
That's why I'm like, no, I don't want you to feel some type of way about it, because honestly, I'm the same way too, and that's one thing I think.
I don't feel some type of way. I'm just saying, it's just you know, that's just how it is now. Like, but it is what it is. Like, at this point, like, honestly, it is what it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah. I've waited so long to like really get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, really have what I deserve. So it's like, I'm not necessarily compromised. Like, if your energy cannot hold my attention, and it's like, yo, like, I might classify you as a fun person, or I might just blow you off, period, and just like put you on a block list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to waste my time. Like, I just don't know. Yeah. I'm particular about my energy. Like, I just don't really.
You said that the last episode.
I know. I just really am. I just don't really feel like, if I feel like you're not worth my time or attention, then you're not getting that. Like, it's just, you're not getting me on that level. Like, yeah. Like, if I were to hypothetically have given my number to the guy tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And he were to hit me up or whatever, like, I really wouldn't have no real conversation for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know what my intentions are with you. You know what I'm saying? Within the conversation that we just had, I'm already clear what my intentions are with you. So there's no need for me to feel like I need to answer your get to know you questions, because I don't want to get to know you in that way. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, and I hate to feel like I'm such like cut and dry, like cutthroat like that, but like it is what it is. Like you're not on my level in that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess, like I said, this is my first go around with this whole dating thing, this dating situation. But it's just like, ain't nothing out here interested in me so far. So not that way.
I understand where you're coming from. I feel like though, and this is one of those things, it's like, for me, it's opposite. I actually have trying to take the time to get to know different people and be open in this experience with being courted and dating. And I realized though, you have to listen to those inner feelings. You have to really tune into your intuition.
That's what I'm doing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and sometimes we're lonely as fuck because of the energy problem. And I say problem because it's a blessing and a curse. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be truthfully honest. Oh, this shit is a blessing and a curse.
Okay, but I wouldn't say lonely as fuck though. I mean, it does get kind of lonely, but it's not lonely as fuck for me. Like
I'm gonna be honest. Well, okay, well, speak you right, because I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm an extrovert for the most part. Like, I really like to get out, meet people, talk to people. You know, I have a little bit of a social circle. But the thing about my situation right now is I am in a transition, so I'm starting over. So I'm having to realize that a lot of people that I used to fuck with aren't in my circle as heavy as they used to be.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, I don't really have that social circle. Like, I mean,
I don't either. Not necessarily.
I knew you was gonna say that. I already knew.
So we in the same boat.
I get it. That's what I'm like.
But where we differ is,
I do enjoy.
She's an extrovert, and I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I'm very much a hermit. Like I think I've said this before. But if you grasp my attention enough, and I am into you enough, then I'll be like, okay, let's go to an art gallery, or let's go. Yep. But I like different things. I don't necessarily want to always go to a club. Like, that's not my, I'm getting older, and not saying that I'm too old for clubs or anything, but like, that's not necessarily the zhuzh. You know what I'm saying? You know, a cute hookah lounge or whatever. It's cute, you know what I mean? But take me to like a premiere, like a movie premiere, you know what I'm saying, event, or like take me to like an art gallery, like an art showing or something, or you know what I'm saying, take me, let's do sip and paint, you know what I mean, like take me to something that we can like really get our creativity going, and then, you know what I'm saying, like show me like your romantic side. Like I want the romance. Like take me to a restaurant that, you know what I'm saying, I've never been to before. And I'm not talking about like the Applebee's and shit type scale restaurants. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, and I hate to say it, but I'm not that girl. You know, if I'm able to do it for myself, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm expecting the same caliber of a person. Like I go to Fogo de Show, you know what I'm saying? Like I love going to Ruth Chris and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So like it's a certain caliber of a person is where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not entertaining, you know what I mean? Like you can't take me to McDonald's and to the bar across the street and think that I'm gonna have a good, like that makes me uncomfortable.
Ma'am, okay.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
You know, I mean, like,
no, I completely agree with you. And this is one of the things that I've realized, because I'm not necessarily ready to call out my area, like where I live. But what I will say is, to me, they are very much behind on the times. I feel like with me saying that already, they have an idea. But it's a very low vibrational area to some degree. Like a lot of people here don't realize the trauma that they sit in. And this is my true belief is I don't give a fuck about what religion, spirituality, whatever you choose to follow. If it gets you on your righteous path to get in touch with your Ori, to work with yourself and to be a better you, do that. But you got to do that in order to meet the person that you need to be with, because being in trauma and then trying to deal with other people in trauma is hard.
Shit ain't cute. It ain't cute. And it's very
it's
hard.
hard. Well, like therapy is only part of it. You got to do the hard work yourself.
Yeah. And that's one thing I will say too, like that's why I love the area that I'm in right now, which I don't mind saying. I'm in the DMV area. I'm DC, Maryland, Virginia is the DMV area, okay? But you know, we have different things like poetry and stuff like that. Like I love, like, let's go to busboys and poets, like stuff like that. Like let's go on like little cute dates and stuff. Like yes. I don't want to always go to, you know what I'm saying, the bars and the clubs. I'm really, like I said, when I tell you it makes me uncomfortable, it really makes me uncomfortable. It's just something about certain energy and being in certain places. It's just like, no. And I hate to sound bougie, but we've already established the fact that I am bougie. So let's just like stop, you know, I'm not even gonna like, that's kind of the elephant in the room that I'm trying to avoid. But at the same time, like I'm too bougie for that shit. Like, I'm sorry. We're gonna have an honest conversation. I'm too bougie for, you know, your hole in a wall ass bars and shit like that. Like I'm not that girl.
And pause, because I can already hear somebody trying to say, well, you know what, she feel like she asking a lot. This woman right here can support this lifestyle herself. She's asking somebody to at least meet her where the fuck she's at. She does all these things she pays for this. When I tell you tip top shape, routine for hair, nails, kitty cat, everything in order. We don't play, like literally in order. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's the thing, like, and the reason why I feel like I could say this, and like I said, we're gonna have an honest conversation, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I feel like I could say that is because, like, in my last relationship, I took care of literally myself, my husband, and my child by myself, all by myself. So for me to expect, you know what I'm saying, somebody to be on my page, that's where it's coming from. Okay? So I don't feel like I have to truly explain myself. But yeah. I mean, if we're gonna go there, that's where it's coming from. I took care of, and this literally our entire life since I was the age of 14 and he was 15. Literally from day one, I've been taking care of him. I'm talking paid his high school dues, had my parents pay his high school dues, had my parents pay for his driving school. After we moved together, he never, you know what I'm saying, paid the mortgage, never paid the electric bill. Like, so when I say that I'm not entertaining that same energy anymore, I'm not entertaining the same energy. I know what I'm worth, and I'm adding the fucking tax to it. And so if you can't meet me, if you can't be the same caliber of person that I am, I'm lost on you. Like, it's not happening. It is what it is. And I'm like, when I say that I can afford what you know what I'm saying, like, and like she said, I have a routine. My nails are always done. I'm always dressed in nice things, and you know what I'm saying, and they're not always, I'm not gonna say they're not always labels, and I'm not a label whore, but you know what I'm saying, I like fine things, so I treat myself to fine things. My son likes fine things. My son eats lobster. You know what I'm saying, like, and I show my son finer things, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm expecting in a partner. I don't feel like there's too much to ask.
I don't think so either. And see, that's why I'm saying, like, for me, and that's why I love her, because she made me realize that the things that I respect in a partner, she has to be, it's not about money for me. That's the thing. It's about me. You have to get to know me. want to know me. You have to love me through the cycles of which I'm going to go through, because the person you might meet today, she is not going to stand before you in the next 2 to 3 years. I'm going to be on this linear journey of healing and moving forward, and just, we're all supposed to spiritually be moving forward. I would want her to do that with me.
Right. And that's another thing too. Like, I need somebody who is, I'm not always, it's not just solely about finances. Like I said, I want somebody who's on the same frequency as me as far as finances go. However, I do require, now I'm not even going to say I require someone who is emotionally available, because I've dealt with somebody who was emotionally unavailable, and that's just not where it is for me. So you have to be emotionally available. Like, you have to understand that I am a woman and I am a feminine being at that. So you have to, you know what I'm saying, be gentle with me, be soft with me, be romantic. Like, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Be tapped in and tuned into me. Like, understand me as a person and me as a woman, and know that, like, if I'm not saying something, you still know what that means. You know what I'm saying? You can hear my silence. You can hear the message in my silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of person that I'm interested in, you know? So,
but not only to hear the silence, but to be able to assess the situation fairly. Because sometimes, I'm gonna admit, well, again, I like women. So we're both emotional. It takes us both being able to assess the situation and being like, okay, wait a minute. You know, like, I know that right now I'm feeling some type of way, and I don't want to put that on you. But I do understand that right now, you know, I'm explaining da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you should be able to allow that freedom to be able to speak like that. That is proper communication. That is how you talk to somebody. That's how you work through things. I don't understand why that is so hard to understand, that whenever you care about somebody, there's a flow that you meet. You know, there's an ability to sense things, and you see things that they don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fluid. It's like, I don't know.
I really feel like with that, because I'm big on communication too. You know what I'm saying? So with
Mercury?
that, I feel, yeah, you get it. But with that, I feel like we're also in a period of time where social interaction is really at a minimum at, you know, this point. Like, people are more so meeting behind computers and meeting behind apps and stuff. And so there are people who kind of lack social skills. They're socially awkward, you know what I mean? And so, like, they don't, and I'm speaking for myself, like, I'm socially awkward. Like, I'm like,
Me too.
you know? So, you know, in ways I am socially awkward. So, like, you have to kind of understand that too. Because, like I said, I'm a quirky person, but you don't see that until I really get comfortable with you. You're like, oh, you quirky as shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, I don't know. It's just, I just feel like sometimes with the communication part, like, people really haven't felt the need to communicate, because it's like, it's such a social media based world where if I'm not talking to you, I'm in somebody else's DM. You know what I'm saying? Within the next 5 minutes. That's just kind of the world we live in. You know what I mean? So what we're looking for as, and I hate to say it, it's a certain generation. You know what I'm saying? Of women.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. It's going to be hard for us to find.
You know, and that's one of those things where I know that, how can I put this politely? I know that as a beautiful Black person, that I've had to acknowledge a lot of trauma that I have been through.
Yeah.
So with that being said, being socially awkward, I feel like kind of comes with that, because
absolutely,
I'm learning how to. I'm learning to. Oh, hold on. I'm learning how to unlearn the behaviors that's become a personality of me that I don't want it to be.
Right. That's actually okay. So, and if I may share, what you're learning right now is to separate what people have put on you versus what you truly believe as your own thoughts. We had a conversation earlier this week where I was letting her know, like, no, and we had to differentiate. Like, she was like, yeah, I always used to say this about myself, but people used to say this, and so now I say this. I'm like, no, like, because that's not your thought, that's not your original belief. It was this over here. So you know what I'm saying? So that's where she kind of is transitioning out of right now. You know, if I could, help you explain that. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. That's hard. It's really, really hard. Being vulnerable again on camera. I really do struggle with removing things that people put on me versus what I put on me. And the beautiful part about that, though, is I have learned that through putting what I believe about me out there, you can only get 1 or 2 reactions. And with those 1 or 2 reactions, you should know what to do from there. Right. You're either going to get somebody who's combative against you. They don't give a fuck about you. Because if they really did, they wouldn't be getting combative about you trying to set better boundaries for yourself. They would be able to hear you out. Exactly. They would take the time to try to process it. At least be like, okay, I see that this is overwhelming me. Yes, and I'm trying to find a nice way to tell you that this is overwhelming me. Right. Because I've always been met with people who don't want to truly hear what I have to say and actually acknowledge what I have to say, because I know what I have to say is important.
Right. Okay.
That's why I'm like, I really do struggle with that. So me looking in the mirror now and realizing, oh shit, I've lost about 70 pounds. I'm not that same person that I was. So when I'm going through situations, especially in relationships, I get triggered by certain things that I'm consciously like, okay, I don't want to put this on them. Let me see if I can catch this myself. You know what I'm saying? And there's sometimes shit go by that I don't know.
And sometimes you have to have a partner that is aware of not only themselves, but aware of you enough to recognize certain things like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's important for somebody to be tapped into you enough to say, okay, let me either step back and give her space right now so she can process whatever she needs to process, and then we can come back and we can, talk about it. Or somebody who's going to be like, okay, look, I know that you're a little overwhelmed right now, so let's just sit down together. Let's breathe it out. Do you need to talk it out? Like, what do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's what, I think would benefit you a lot.
Yes, I do agree, because I am somebody who's like, I'm really patient. I'm not gonna lie. If you're going through something and you need me to try to understand you, I'm gonna sit there with you. I'm gonna figure it out. But at the same time, I don't want to be with somebody that's aware of their issue and they choose to keep doing the same shit like it's okay. Like, no, I'm not gonna entertain this bullshit with you because this is fucking dumb and a waste of my time. Like, I'm all about trying to make myself better. I don't want to be with people that want to be stagnant and not truly try to make a better self. Like, I guess, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I truly am just wanting this level in my head that I see that I know I'm capable of. And it's like, I know along the way there's gonna be problems. I just want somebody to understand that sometimes we strive to give 110%. Sometimes that's not possible. And you got to be there when it's those hard days.
Yeah, it's a give and take. Like, sometimes you have more energy than I'm going to have. And sometimes I'm going to have enough energy and strength for the both of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to understand that it's a give and take. But I do want to also say that I want to let everybody know that I am a spoiled brat. So I want to be spoiled. So that's what I'm looking for too. Like like she said, I spoil myself. I do. Don't get me wrong. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a daddy's girl. I've always been spoiled. So,
your love
I do, and that's kind of like me being vulnerable too, because I don't openly admit that I'm spoiled. I'd be like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm a boss. I get it myself, because I do, but I spoil myself, and I am spoiled by my dad. So, and it's not to the point where like my dad pays my bills. Like, no, he's not going for that shit. Like, no. I'm self-sufficient. I've always been self-sufficient. But what I'm saying is, like, I like to be spoiled. So that's one of my love languages. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's literally what I was like. She said that the last episode. That's her love language.
Yeah.
Was that the last episode?
I don't know. Girl, I don't know. That's my love language.
I think so.
Spoiled. So if you can't handle that, then
I'm a brat when it comes to but yeah. That is my so you ever took one of those little quizzes that tell you like where you fall along between the dom and the sublines?
No.
You should really do that shit.
Like, I haven't really actually like ventured into all of that. So maybe I should look into taking the quiz to see where I fit in.
I took it, that's how I found out. I'm a brat. I'm brat submissive. So, which makes sense because it's like, I'll do it. But I'm not just gonna go down doing it like the easy. You gotta work for this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe I should take the test. You gotta send me, like, you have a link for it?
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
I really want to see what your results are.
I know, because you already know, because I'm nasty and shit. So this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, God. That's how I'm like.
Oh, didn't you say you had a game you wanted to play?
Oh, I want to play a question game.
Okay.
It was going to be the other way, but I couldn't do it that way. So we're going to do this another way. Okay. So we're both single, right? And we got cards.
Okay.
So recently we had an experience where, well, I'm going to talk about mine. If I could share mine, because I know you had yours and I'm kind of putting that out there, but I don't want to tell it. But so I think I encountered what possibly could be my person, like, looking for me, like, they be like, bitch, I know where you at now. Like, I'm like, do you now? Like, yeah. I don't want to get too much into detail about it, though, because it was really dope, though.
Okay, so what's the game?
So the game is, I feel like we're going to do yes or no questions, and we got to really see if they really telling the truth. So we're going to ask, I'm going to ask what, like, okay, so this is how we're going to do it. It's kind of like, not truth or dare, but like, never have I ever, but not. I really don't know how to explain this shit. Okay. So let me just tell you. So it's a yes or no game. So it's like, I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask if you're telling the truth to the cards to make sure. And if they get it right, well, we can take points if you want. But if you get it wrong, I feel like we should make this enticing. What should we do if we get it wrong?
I'm confused as fuck. I'm sorry.
Okay. So for instance,
okay.
Is that shy?
No, that's mine.
Oh, I thought that was shy. Okay. Well, no. Okay, because I'm tipsy. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to not do the card. I'm going to just yes or no. Intuitive game. Fuck the cards. I can do this without the cards. So we're going to ask each other like really tough questions because, for instance, I'll start on myself. So like, let's say you were going to do me, right? You would be like, so do you think your partner would be more dominant? Like for you, I would honestly say, you would say yes, he's dominant. I don't think so. And that's the funny part. I really don't think so.
Oh, okay. I think.
Oh yeah. Do you get it?
I think. But see, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of iffy because I wish I kind of had questions beforehand to ask you.
That's girl. You can ask me whatever.
But that's the thing. Like I don't
You
like
have
to be put on
nothing?
no, I don't really like to be put on the spot, like question wise. Like I don't fucking know. Like
you be acting like you don't be having questions. Well, you know what? Now that I know you, you be grounded as fuck. You really don't be asking questions because you just know.
like okay, like I do that. Like what?
But isn't that the best part? Because that
That's
would
my
put you
choice.
at an advantage.
Okay, we can try it. We can
Do you
try
get it?
I'm
'Cause
trying
you know-
to. Oh, let's try it. Let's try it, and then hopefully I can catch what you put down.
Okay, I can't be asking obvious questions because we did do a reading. I forgot on this one time about your partner, and we know that this person's gonna be a well-endowed individual. So sex questions are going to be. No, really, this was done live. If you want to go look back on it.
It wasn't done live.
It wasn't done on a live with
No. Oh, no. Don't tell them that. No, we're not giving them all that. That's you doing too much. You giving them too little. No, I'm not. No, they don't need to know all that. Anyway, it was a reading done. It was a couple of them, motherfuckers. Okay. So
yeah, that's what I'm like. We've had
no.
to confirm. That's I'm like, but I also know she's at an advantage, y'all, because I know nothing. I literally know nothing about my person. She would be able to fill out more because she's an unbiased party. So this is the thing about this game. She hasn't. It's like kind of like, have y'all seen when we do spiritual doctor and I don't be knowing nothing about the patients, but yet I be at an advantage because I don't know nothing about them. And she'd be like, yep, because technically I didn't know that because I've been following them, da-da-da-da-da. And whenever you know about some stuff, like you're influenced by the like news, it makes it harder. Because you're like, well, I heard da-da-da-da-da. Just because you heard the news say it 5,000 times, don't mean that's what they spirit said.
True.
And she done proved that on Spiritual Doctor a bunch of times. That's, I'm like, hell, what's his name? Antonio? You know what? No, I'm not even going to do that. We simply going to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still following him. I'm not even going to lie.
All right. The question. What's the question?
Okay, so the first question, well, I do kind of want to hear your answer, so I'm going to ask it again. Do you really think that he would be more dominant than you?
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't. I really don't.
I do. I think it's gonna be, but the thing is, okay, so honestly, I think he's gonna have to, I think he is. I really do. I think he is. But he's gonna have a side to him where it's like he understands his balance. He understands the masculine and he understands the feminine side to himself. So I really feel like he's a man's man. Like we've already established that he's a man's man. Like he is like, no, I'm here to lead, protect, you know what I'm saying? Provide this, that, and the third, and you are here to nurture this, that, and like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of those structured type of individuals. And that's kind of what, you know, I'm not gonna say necessarily need, but you know, it'll be intriguing to me. So I don't want somebody that I can walk all over. And so that's why I'm also saying, like, I don't think that he would be, I think he would be more dominant.
That's crazy. I really think no, because I really feel like he'd be one of those like really good, like, how can I put this? Like, because I'm not saying you're just like she's an alpha female. Like when she
alive,
attention.
Get out the bones.
So I'm like, yo, yes, he would have to be dominant, but he would have to know when to bow down. Because I know him. Because that's what I'm saying. He's submissive, but he's one of those who's like bratty with it. He was like, you know what? I will do what you want, woman, but I want you to know it's not gonna make it. I'm not just gonna make it easy for you. That's what makes me think he's not really just dominant. Like he's dominant enough to literally, because he's gonna cater to you, like cater.
He's gonna spoil me.
And I just don't see like a lot of men that are alpha males. Like, yeah, they're like, I really can see an alpha male really. This is tough because I don't even want to put it as an alpha thing. I know that the man that would deal with you specifically would be dominant in a sense of, yes, he would be seasoned enough to be like, woman, you know you wrong. But at the same time, he would be like, you know, do what you.
Yep.
Very confident.
You're right.
Very confident, but he's do what you need to do type of.
I hope you
clean
yourself later.
Step up and yeah.
I can see that.
See, and that would be a point for me because you know dang well he not gonna be. Girl, anything that buck up too hard to you don't play that.
I really don't. I don't know, but sometimes I'll be needing somebody to be like, put me in my place sometimes.
Why do people assume that feminine leaning, that's what we'll put, like submissive men can't put women in their places?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I mean.
Oh, he gonna put you in your place.
He's balanced to where it's like he knows how to be a man's man, but he also knows how to take care, nurture, and
soft light.
Yeah. So, is that a point for you? Nah, yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, so I'm supposed to ask a question next, right?
Yeah, because I honestly don't know nothing, and she's dope with intuitive reading. Like that's how she kind of started. Like she could do everything off the dome. It's like, okay, what do I get? Okay, boom. Like she's.
That's why I'm like, that's why it's just like so hard for me to ask a question, because it's like any question that I ask, it's kind of like coming as I already know that. Like it's like it'll be formed as I'm kind of giving you the answer. You feel me?
Because if I could get it right, if you know this, like for instance, if you ask like, do you think your person would be? This is an easy one. Intelligent. I would be like, fuck yeah. Like there's no way that they wouldn't be. That would be putting you at a or at an advantage, because you would be like, yeah. I mean, but I don't know. Or you can ask it on the opposite side. If you know, because you know how to get me. Because you've asked me questions where I was like, and then you be like, girl, you being slow. Like, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just pick a really hard one.
Do you think that your person is a practitioner, like a Hoodoo, Santeria, Voodoo type of individual?
That is a hard question, because I would honestly love to think that they would. I want that so much. That's what I'm trying to manifest, but I don't think that's the way it's going to go. I don't.
It's not. But they are going to respect your practices and support you with your practices. So.
Wait, I actually got that right?
No. Well, yeah, you did. You got it right.
So they really not gonna wait a minute, y'all. I'm jotting that down because I talked about this in my list.
You can't always have everything on the damn list.
I want my sister literally was telling me that today.
It's not gonna happen.
She's like, you gotta humble yourself and realize you can't always get what you want.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Sorry. Bubble bursted. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, no. And you're gonna be lonely trying to look for somebody that's got everything on a damn list.
Yeah, I know. That's another reason why I'm just like, but I never had a list, and then all of a sudden I make a list, and then it still makes it hard. So I'm like,
scrub the list.
Huh?
Scrub the list.
I don't even want to do a list. Like at this point, I'm just exhausted.
Basically.
Damn, so they really not gonna do?
No, but like I said, they're gonna support you, but they're not into it.
So how is that gonna even work?
That's not for you to worry about.
You right. That's how that shit. You know what? I don't even like the way you sit there and look at me as you say that either. That's the disrespect.
But that wasn't even me that said that though. That was one of your ancestors.
You did that. You did the fuck out of that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so do you think that this is gonna be a good one. Do you think that your person will be the domesticated person, or you'll be more domesticated? Oh, what do you mean?
I think we're gonna have stuff. I mean, because you have to know. You have to understand. I know where I'm going. So by myself, I already plan to have. And I really don't want people to take this the wrong way, but people to clean the house.
I knew she was gonna say that.
People, private chefs, and different things like that. So, because I am a busy person, like I really it's the thing too. Like people don't really necessarily see all that I do. You know what I'm saying? So, especially being introduced to us on this podcast, like they don't know behind the scenes. Like so
they don't know
exactly. So it's just like I don't necessarily I take the time to clean my house. I take the time to do this, that, and third, but it would be beneficial and it would help me a lot if I had somebody that I could pay to do these certain things. And so, and I kind of feel like that's keeping somebody employed because, I love supporting Black-owned businesses. So it would definitely be, a Black-owned business that offers the service. But as far as cooking and stuff, I would cook here and there, but for most of the time, private chefs and someone to, help clean because I do plan. I'm the type of person, I don't want a nanny. So I want to take care of my children myself. So I'm that type of hands-on type of woman. So I would always have my children, you know what I'm saying? So it's just certain things I'm not willing to relinquish. I don't want a nanny. I want to be mom. I want them to know who mom is, all about mom, but other than that, if I could employ someone and have somebody, help somebody else, then yeah, I would have somebody clean and cook, but I don't think neither of us would be domesticated.
That's not fair. I had to give you that one because I knew he was gonna have money, so he doesn't clean. So him himself he already lives in such a style where he doesn't have to now.
Exactly.
So.
He has now somebody who is cleaning, he has a home service to clean and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. You got that point. Okay. Okay, you kind of figured this shit out, didn't you? Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that the person that you are destined to be with you think you guys are gonna get along as soon as you meet? Like, do you think you're gonna like be like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling that, or you think you're gonna be like, oh my god, I like them a lot?
I mean, I think we're gonna like each other a lot. I mean, because honestly, how is this gonna work if we're not liking each other? That would just weird. Did you shake your head no?
I shook my head no. You're gonna be like, when you meet them, you're gonna be like, no, they're definitely not my type. But then when you start talking to them and get to know them, you're like, okay, they're cool. Like, and then when you guys really start hanging out and you're like, okay, I see it now. Okay, like, I think I'm really liking this person. But it's gonna hit you out of nowhere. But yeah, I don't think you're gonna necessarily, y'all aren't gonna just hit it off. They're gonna pursue you, and you're gonna be like, yeah, but I'm talking to them because it's just something to do. And then the more you talk to them and the more you engage, you're gonna be like, okay, they want to take me out, I'm not sure. And then you go out with them and you're like, we had a good time, like I really enjoyed it. So it's just one of those things that's gonna hit you out of nowhere. So it's gonna be one of those things. It's not gonna be something that you expect though.
I need to have a talk with them because I'm not liking your answers right now, so I have nothing to say to that. We're gonna move to the next one. I guess I'll come up with something. I'm not liking that. I don't even understand that. Why? No, I have too many questions that I don't want to even get on here. Like, literally, I know you can tell in my face, I'm frustrated because I'm just like, no, I rebuke that answer. Like, no. 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 Anywho, so let's see, Mr. Man. Do you think? Okay, this is the last one. Do you think it'll be a smooth transition between the two loves of your life? Between him and then the other love of your life?
I think that this is a hard one. I think it's gonna be bumpy in the beginning because the love of my life who came from me is gonna be standoffish and he's gonna be like really protective of his mom. And he's gonna want the best for his mom, so he's not gonna be with the bullshit. And he's gonna let it be known, like, I'm not with the bullshit. So, like, don't try to bullshit my mom, because if you bullshit my mom, I'm gonna fuck you up. I think it's gonna be that type of energy, because he's already big and stacked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's muscular and he's just like not with the shit. So, I think it's gonna take the new love to reassure him that I'm in good hands with him. And that's gonna take some time because he's not with the shit. Like, he's like one of those people where it's gonna be like, nah, I really have to see this shit for me to really believe it, because your words mean nothing to me. I don't know you, mister.
That was dope, because I really thought I had you with that one. Nope, it's not gonna be an easy transition at all. You're not gonna play no games. And that's what I'm saying. I like playing that game because it's like, truly ask your friends. See if you really can tap into their energy. You know how hard it is to tap into your friend's energy? I'll wait. And then you know what? It also teaches you if these people are really your friends, because when you start to like tap in and learn their relationships, you'll be able to be like, no, that ain't it.
This ain't the person. Yep.
And then they'll be like, what you mean?
We'll be like,
that's my dumb ass. What you mean? I'm gonna just go back and check. Why did I just tell myself? Let me just double back. Are you sure?
And I'd be like this.
Every time.
Go ahead. So
I'm scared you're gonna disown me.
No, I already told you. I'm gonna just pop up on you and be like, yo, look, if I'm here, you know it's serious. I'm in your face.
Don't do that. That was scary. I would be like, yo, no. No. I do have, everybody has their toxic traits. I just like to make sure, you know? God. Okay. Well.
And that was our episode, y'all.
That concludes that episode.
Thank you for joining us for our Galentine's Day episode. And I'm sorry if it wasn't a Valentine's Day episode like you expected, but we did talk about relationships. We did talk about, you know what I'm saying? We did it as a Galentine's Day of single women, right? So there's many perspectives.
I still look disgust.
Okay, so while I go help my co-host get through what she just learned tonight, we hope you guys have a great day.
This is a genuine reaction.
We hope you all had a blast with us. I know I had a good time. And so I'm about to help her cope through her stuff. So we will see you guys on the next episode of Imperfect Peace. We love you guys.